and welcome to Alive. I'm Taryn, and today I'm going to be taking you through a beautiful lengthening and toning Pilates workout. Now, don't worry if you haven't done Pilates before. Just stick to the basic options and do what feels comfortable and safe for your body. If, however, you are already a Pilates fanatic, I'll throw in some harder options and make it a more challenging workout for you. Before we get started, let me introduce you to our amazing team for today. On this side, I have our beautiful mover and yogi, Yvette. Behind, I have Adrian, our functional training expert. On the back mat, Mariah, our super strong girl. And Caitlin, our handstand and acro queen. So we're going to get started by warming up your spine and just getting you moving. Let's start standing, feet hip width apart, and just start thinking about sinking down into the ground. A lot of people tend to hang back into their heels, but I want you to feel an even weight behind your big toe, behind your baby toe, and your heel. Lengthen through the crown of your head, and we're going to do what's called a Pilates roll down. You're going to lengthen your neck, drop your chin, keep your knees soft, and just slowly start to peel through your upper back, and only go as low as you feel comfortable. Rolling down, keeping the abdominals drawn in, and then on your exhale, pull your tummy muscles in, peel your spine up. Head is the last thing to come up. Give your shoulders a little bit of a roll at the top. We're going to lie straight down on our mats. So try and lie down so that you have your ankles, your knees, and your hip bones in line. Your feet are hip width apart. Your hands are by your side. And we're just going to start by flattening our back into the floor and gently arching off the floor. All I'm doing is taking you through a range of movement here so we can start to find what our neutral position is. So if you find the point halfway between those two, where your pubic bone and your hip bones are in line, that'll be your neutral pelvis. Your spine will have natural curves, so you'll have a curve through your lower back and a curve through your neck. I'm going to get you to take a deep breath in this position. So inhaling. And as you exhale, start to feel like you're drawing your muscles in, connecting into your deep abdominals. And we're just going to do a nice warm up to switch your core on. So take your breath in, and when you're ready, float one leg to tabletop. Keep that deep connection through your abdominals, so don't let them pop out, and float that second leg up to tabletop. From here, we're going to go into an exercise called toe taps. On each exhale, you're going to keep the 90-degree angle and just tap one foot. Tap the other foot. We're going to go for 8, and 7, 6. You're aiming to really pull deep into your core. Your abs are not popping out during any of the movements. Last 2, and 1. Now take it straight out in front. Extend and bring it back in. Now, if you find this is too strong for your lower back, you stick to the toe taps. This gives you an option just to make it a little bit harder and to work stronger into your deep tummy muscles. Extend and in. Let's go for 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1. Bring it back in. Lower your feet down. Separate them out to hip width apart, and we're just going to mobilize your spine and do some pelvic roll-ups. So taking your breath in, I want you to flatten your back, tuck your pelvis, and start to peel your hips up to the top. When you get to the top, you should have a nice long line, knees to hips to shoulders, and then rolling all the way through and trying to get back to your neutral position. We're going to run through a few more of these, flattening, tucking, peeling up to the top, and then slowly rolling and rolling all the way back down, releasing to your neutral. Now see if you can get through another 4 or 5 of these in the break, and we will be back straight after this and get stuck into our workout. We'll see you soon. Hopefully your spine and your abs are feeling warm and ready to get into our full workout. We're going to start with some curl-ups and then go into a traditional Pilates exercise called the hundreds. but I'm going to teach it to you slightly differently and give you some options. So let's start again lying down, and we're going to work into our curl-ups. So you're going to have your hands interlocked behind your head and check that your feet are hip-width apart. You're going to breathe in to lengthen the back of your neck, drop your chin, and as you exhale, you're curling up. You're not trying to get super high, but you are trying to pull deep into your abdominals. Hold that there, breathe in, and exhale as you release back down. Breathing in, breathe out as you curl all the way up. Hold it there for a breath, and then release back down. Now, if that feels strong enough for you, please just stick with that option. But if you want to make it more challenging, I'm going to add in a fun variation for you now. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to curl. Reach and hold behind your thighs. Now, I want you to pull yourself up just a couple of inches off the floor. Now, the trick is to let go, keeping that height. Float your arms up behind your head and then release back down. You're going to breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to curl. Reach behind your thighs. Now pull up just that little bit. Don't drop your height. Let your hands go. I'm watching everyone. Up, up, up. Hands behind your head. And release back down. Beautiful. Let's add on a little bit more to that. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to curl. Reach behind. Now pull up and hold that position. Let go with your hands and you're going to float them up 3 times. 1, and all the way down. Up, 2, and all the way down. Up and behind your head, and then release back down. Let's do 1 more of those. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to curl. Reach and hold. Pull up. Now you pull up as high as your body will let you go. Different shaped backs will come up to different heights. Different strengths will work differently. Reach your arms and float 3 times. Please do not forget to breathe. It's a little bit important. Up and down. Arms up and behind your head, and then release back down. Now I'm sure everyone knows exactly where their abs are. All right, we're not going to have a break though. We're going to go straight into our hundreds prep. I want you to work with your legs straight out. Unless you have any issues with your lower back where if you've never done it before and you want a slightly easier variation, then you can follow Yvette, who's going to do the whole series with bent legs. What I'm going to get you to do here is just draw into your abdominals, squeeze your legs together. Keeping really connected through your core, you're going to float 1 leg off the floor, nothing else moves. So there's no shifting through your hips. Lower that leg down. And then you're going to lengthen from underneath and lift that 2nd leg off the floor. Really feeling how your abdominals have to pull in to stabilize you in that position. And then release back down. If that felt okay for you, let's do it in a curl up. Hands behind your head. Curl yourself forward. Hold that here. Pull into your abdominals, and we're going to do the same thing. Either a bent leg float or a straight leg float. Reach it away and lower it down. And reach it away and lower it down. And if you want to make it harder, let's try double legs. I'll give you a couple of options. You can hold behind your thighs and pull up, or you can follow Caitlin or Adrian at the back and have your arms floating off. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax all the way down. Give yourselves a quick recovery, and we're going to do that 1 more time. So make sure you feel safe through your lower back and choose the level that works best for you. Interlock your hands behind your head. Breathe in. Breathe out as you curl up. And then either 1 leg at a time, bent legs, or both. Let's go. Lifting up and holding and breathing and staying with this. Let's go for 5, 4. Good job, guys. 3, 2, 1, and release it with control. All the way back down. Okay, so the full hundreds has got some arm movements, but we will get to that at another stage. I want everyone just to get used to connecting into their core in a hundreds position. Now we're going to try and release out of those hip flexors a bit. So I'm going to get you ankles, knees, and hip bones in line, hands by your sides, and you're going to just lift your hips straight up off the floor in a neutral position, and then touch your tailbone straight down. Let's go, lifting up and touching down and lifting up. So what I want you to think about doing is working the muscles, the back of your thighs, your glutes and your lower back. Lift it and hold it at the top. Now try and stabilize through your pelvis and see if you can float one leg to tabletop and lower that leg down. Float the second leg to tabletop and lower that leg down. Good. Let's add on if you feel comfortable. Extend one leg all the way up to the ceiling or the beautiful blue sky. You're going to lower that leg and you're going to kick it up. You're going to point to lower and you're going to flex to kick. Let's go for 5 and up, 4 and up, 3, up, 2, last one, up, bend that knee, put that foot down. Good, stay up there if you can, float the second leg. Extend it and you're going to lower down and kick up, 1 and up. See if you can point to lower and flex to kick. Let's go for 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bend that knee, put that foot down, and then roll through your spine. Hug the back of your knees and pull yourself up to a sitting position. Good job, guys. Let's take your feet to about hip width apart. And we're just going to reach your arms out in front and you're going to round through your upper back. And then you're going to build your spine back up. Now, if this feels tight, you can bend your knees a little bit to give you some release into your lower back if you need it. But if you can work with straight legs, we're just stretching out into our upper back and then bringing it all the way back up. Good. Let's keep going and trying to get a little bit deeper into it. See if you can get another 4 or 5 out during the break. And we'll be back straight after this with some beautiful side All right, guys, we are going to hit the floor lying on our sides and work on our obliques. So those are the muscles that run down the side of your body. They're still abdominal muscles, but we work them slightly differently. So you're going to lie down, and what you can do is you can have your arm all the way out and your head resting on it, but you can prop a towel or a pillow between your arm and your head if you want. What I want you to focus on is that your feet are not behind your body. Bring them slightly in front of you. Lift up through your underneath waist by lengthening this top hip. So what I'm looking for is that this stays nice and long the whole way through the series. Pull the abdominal muscles in, and if you want to keep a bit of balance, you can have your hand on the floor. That'll help stabilize you. And if you want to make it a little bit harder, see how you go, you can lift your arm up and have it supporting on your hips over here. Let's just start by lengthening that top leg away. You want to reach and lower down. So we're looking for length more than we're looking for height. I want reaching and lowering, reaching and lowering, and the whole time you're staying lifted and pulled in. So nothing is moving through your torso. Now let's hold that top leg up there, and all I want you to do is lift that bottom leg up to join it. And down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Let's go 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You should feel this running down the side of your body. 9 and 10. Now squeeze those legs together. Lower them both and lift for 10 and 9 and 8. Really working your feet to the opposite side, reaching them away. You're aiming for length across the room. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up. Keep squeezing those legs together, and I just want little beats. I want you to beat your feet, but keep your legs tight so that your inner thighs, your calves, and your feet working really, really hard. 4 more. 3, 2, and relax down. Well done. Coming up onto your forearm. We're going to do what's called a side kick. I'm going to get you to bring your feet now to about a 45-degree angle, and you're going to flex them. What I want you to do is drop down, have a holiday, show me some bad posture, and now feel the difference of when everything is lifted and engaged, and that is where I need you to stay. So in this position, it's going to be a slightly more stable position because we've got a bigger base of support. But if you want to challenge yourself and work a little bit harder, I always throw the hard stuff to Adrian. Adrian is going to do the harder option, which is going to be on the point of his elbow. So you just decide how hard you want to work. If you haven't done this, definitely start with the basic variation first. You're going to lift your top leg just to hip height, and you're going to kick it forward with a flex and point and sweep it behind you. You're going to kick forward and you're going to sweep back. Now the aim is to not counterbalance with your torso. You want to keep this lifted and long, and you want to just be working through that leg. Let's go. 5 and back and 4 and back and 3 and back. Pull the abdominals in at the same time. And 1 and back. And now just for a little bit of extra glute work, roll that hip forward, reach the arm out, and little pulses behind you. 10, 9, really working into your glutes. 6, 5, 4, please don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We get to do that all on the other side. Flip it over, lying down, starting off all the way down like we did before, waist lifted and engaged, hips nice and long, and reaching out of that top hip as you lift that top leg. Let's go for 10, 9. So you're thinking of lengthening. Imagine someone's drawing that leg out of that hip. So you want to feel like you're really reaching it across the room. 3 more, 2, last one, hold it up, underneath leg, let's go. 1, 2, remember you've got that option of having your hand in front of you. It just gives you that little bit of extra support if you need it, and it helps you sometimes to work deeper into your core if you're not having to worry about your balance all the time. Now squeeze your legs together, lower down, and lift up and down. And now often people feel a big difference from one side to the other. One side will feel more strong, will often feel more stable. Very few people are completely symmetrical from one side to the other. Let's do 3 more. 3 and 2, and hold it up, and now little beats. Remember, you're really squeezing into those legs. I want you to make them really strong and really tight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it all the way down. Good job, guys. Coming up into your forearm. Same thing. Now choose whatever option you chose on the other side. So either your bigger base of support or the stronger version on the point of your elbow. I will get you to drop down again because some people are here and they think they're lifted until they consciously do it and go, oh, that's not where I want to be. This is where you need to be. Top leg up just to hip height. Flex it, and let's take it forward and point back. Remember, your legs are at a 45-degree angle and back. Keeping that torso nice and long. Flex it forward, and you can exhale on the way back. Inhale, and then really reach it back and behind you. Flex it forward, point it back. Good, I can hear some really good breathing. Nice be Yvette. And take it all the way back. Do 2 more, and right back. That's what I want. Flex forward and exhale. And now, rotate that hip slightly forward. Reach that arm, and let's do some nice glutes. 1, 2, nothing better than finishing off with some good bum work. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Good job, guys. Sitting up. And let's give those glutes a quick stretch after that, and your sides. We'll do some nice side stretches in the next section. So let's sit cross-legged. Lift up through your back, and then just walk your hands forward, reaching into it. And now if you can feel that stretch through your glutes and through your hips, then you stick with that. If you want to make it a bit stronger, if you're not feeling it through there, then you can cross one shin over the top of the other and try and get a nice long line and reach that forward. So it just depends on how flexible you are. You're going to reach, you're going to hold, you're going to breathe. Beautiful, guys. And switching sides. Choose whichever position you chose on the other side where you're going to get your stretch. Hold this for maybe 10, 15 seconds, and then we'll be back straight after this with some nice mobilizing and extension work. Hopefully your hips are feeling a bit better after that stretch. So now let's just work into your waist a bit and stretch out through there as well. What I'll get you to do is sit in what we call a mermaid position. So one leg across the front, one leg down the side. If this doesn't work so well for your body, I'm very happy for you to tuck both legs up. If you're sitting in this position, you're aiming to try and drop that hip a little bit so that you're actually in a nice alignment. If you can't, then you can prop a towel or a cushion underneath that hip and then try and sit down onto that. Take your arms out to the side and you're gonna think about it's all about length. Length, length, reach out through your fingertips and then you're gonna reach over. Take the arm over the head and feel that beautiful length through the side of your body. Come up, getting taller. It's all about lengthening and getting taller. Keep reaching. This time when you come over, try not to take the hip with you. Keep that hip anchored and that way you'll get a stretch through the side of your body. And again, bringing it all the way back up. Let's do that again, taking it all the way over. Breathe into it. Try not to collapse. Try and really lift as you reach. And then come back up to center. This time, we're going to take that reach over this way. And then we're going to do a slight rotation. Look towards the floor. Come back up. And then you can look towards, you can look to the ceiling. We get to look at the beautiful Sydney sky. And then you come back up again. Let's change sides. Do it the other side. So switch your legs around. Same modifications apply. And you can drop that hip down if you can. And the same thing, you will feel that one side is probably more flexible and mobile than the other, and that's completely normal. What that means is you probably need to do a little bit more work on the tighter side and bring it into as much balance as you can. Take your arms out to the side, and this time we're going to reach this way first. All the way over, lengthening, and then bringing it back up to center. Anchor that tailbone down and anchor that sit bone down, and reach, and lengthen, and then bring it back up. Taking it over again, lifting as you reach, breathing into it, and coming back up. This one we add that rotation. So you come up and over, and then you rotate towards the floor, and then you come back up, and you do a gentle rotation up to the sky, and back to center. I'm gonna get you to sit either on your bum or on your knees, whatever feels comfortable for you. So everyone can sit however they feel comfortable as long as it's symmetrical. So I don't want you sitting over to one side. And you're gonna give your shoulders a beautiful roll back and then interlock your hands behind you and just pull away. We're opening through the chest. You're aiming to lift your collarbones up and get some beautiful space. And breathe into that. And then we're going to actually reverse it. You're gonna bring it around, interlock your hands, palms facing you, reach forward, and then I want you to feel like you're trying to pull your hands apart from each other. And feel that stretch through the back of your shoulders and through your upper back, and breathe. Turn the palms up and just reach it up all the way, and then release it back down. Let's do some beautiful neck releases. I'm gonna get you to just drop your left ear to your left shoulder, and with this hand, your right hand, you can push down gently. And you should feel a beautiful release through the side of your neck. If you want to make that a little bit stronger, you just use the weight of your left hand and literally just rest it on your head. You don't pull, and you don't have to do this. It's just an added option, and let's do it the other side. Start by dropping your ear to your shoulder, pushing down with your hand, and then take that other one to give that added stretch if you want. And don't forget to breathe. I really hope you enjoyed this Pilates workout with us. We love doing it with you, and we look forward to seeing you the very next time on Alive.